So now we have 3 years of Dunkin' Donuts balance sheet amounts, 2018, 2017, and then 2016. We still need income statement of Dunkin'. So go back to SEC's website. No, we don't need it. We don't need to go back to SEC. So go back to Dunkin' Donuts 2018 file and then look for their income statement. So statement of operations, this is income statement. Move or copy, create a copy, and move it to workbook 1. So I want to place it to here. Okay, so here we have Dunkin's income statement in my new file. Change the name. So all my source data for analysis are in my new file. Let's save it. So click on the save icon to my working folder, or call my last name underscore financial analysis project and hit save. And now let's create a tab in order to perform ratio analysis. Once I click this plus sign, a new tab will be created, but I want it to be the first tab. So click on it and drag the tab to the first one. Okay. And then change the name into analysis. So the first few columns will be for Starbucks. The next few columns will be for Dunkin's. I will start from column B, Starbucks. Here I will use the latest years, the last year, and the year previously, prior to last year. Same for Dunkin' Donuts. Create a title for these columns. Again, these 3 years. And what do I need? I need to calculate ROE and debt to equity ratio. So I need the calculation of ROE is net income divided by average stockholders' equity. So first one, I need net income. Over the past 3 years, net income of Starbucks can be linked to my source data here. Make sure you don't type the numbers here. I want to see you are able to use Excel functions. So in the cell, and then enter equal sign. So hit equal sign on your keyboard, and then move your mouse to the income statement of Starbucks and look for their net income. So here we have net earnings including non-controlling interest. Meaning non-controlling interest means Starbucks shareholders can invest, Starbucks itself can invest in other companies. Okay, so here I want to measure the benefits of Starbucks shareholders. So we will look for net earnings attribute to Starbucks and then hit enter. You see the formula in this function says equal to Starbucks tab, income statement tab, location column B, row 22. So that number is brought into your analysis tab. 4518.3. Let's check it. 2018 net income is 4518.3. Okay, and then you can copy this function by move your mouse to the lower right corner of the cell, when the white big cross becomes a skinny black cross, then left click on your mouse and drag the cell to 2016. And when you click on 2017, you see it becomes cell of C22, whereas here column B, this is B22, cell B22. So when you drag across the columns, the column name will change. Okay, it becomes D. Right. Let's check if they are capturing the right information. So 2016 net income of Starbucks is 2817.7. Is that right? Go to their income statement. 2016 net earnings attributable to Starbucks. Yes, it is 2,817.7. The unit is millions though. Okay, so $2,817.7 million of net income in at the end of 2016 fiscal year. Okay, so we have part of the ROE here, but we still need equity. So let's pull in the information. Again, put equal sign, don't type the number in the cell. So equal to balance sheet. So go to Starbucks balance sheet. In 2018, they have total equity of $1,175.8 million. Hit enter and then drag, copy the cell to the next column. I don't want to drag to D because my balance sheet of Starbucks only has 2 columns. I do not have 2016 on the same tab. Okay. Therefore, for 2016, I will hit enter. I will put equal sign to 2017 balance sheet. Okay, so column of 2016, total equity is this cell, and hit enter. Now I have 3 years of total equity. I can calculate average equity every year. So the calculation is equal to the number at the end of 2018 plus the number at the end of 2017. Add them together, so open parentheses, close the parenthesis, and then divide it by 2. So the average of these 2 years equity is this much. So average total equity for year 2018 is $3,316.4 million. And you can drag this formula to the next cell, and they will when you double click on the cell, you will see the formula is copied to the next cell. And the formula is correct. 2017 plus 2016 divided by 2 is the average of 2017. And then I can calculate my ROE now. So ROE of 2018 is net income, forgot to put equal sign, net income divided by average equity of 2018 and hit enter. And then you can copy this formula by dragging it to the next cell. So to make your report reader friendly, we can formulate these numbers a little bit. So click on this common sign on your toolbar. So all the numbers has a comma for the 1,000 units, and they have 2 decimal places. So that will help readers see the amount more easily. And you can do the same to Dunkin' Donuts. So let me repeat again. So equal sign, this time I will be quick, to Dunkin' Donuts 2018. Income statement 2018, they have net income attributable to Dunkin', and then drag it to the next 2 columns. Okay, because I can drag for 3 columns because Dunkin' has 3 columns, 2018, 17, and 16 of net income. Be careful, you see Dunkin' Donuts seems to have more net income than Starbucks. Be careful, look back to your source data. These numbers are based on thousands. Okay, so here I will move my mouse in the function cell and then put a division by 1,000. So now we are compared by the same units of dollar. This is $229 million. This is $4,518 million. Well, the other 2 columns are still by thousands. So let me drag this formula and copy to the next 2 cells. And I like to have 2 decimal places. So click on this comma sign, and then that makes me easy to compare. Okay, equity, again, linked to balance sheet. Dunkin' Donuts balance sheet, we have total equity of negative $712,797,000. The reason why it is negative is because their liability is larger than their total assets. That's why their equity is negative. Okay, hit enter, you got the number to your analysis tab, and then drag it to 2017. Okay. But because the numbers is still based on thousands, so divide it by 1,000 to make it million, so I can compare to Starbucks number, and then drag it to 2017. 2016 needs another tab, so enter the equal sign and go to balance sheet 2017 of Dunkin', and 2016 total equity is this one, deficit, okay, attributable to Dunkin's. Total deficit is 168, and then make it to $1 million. And then I can calculate the average. Last time I used open parentheses. This time I can use function of summation. So put SUM open parentheses, and then select these 2 cells and close the parentheses. That's the total, and then divide it by 2. So I got average of stockholders' equity of 2018 for Dunkin' Donuts as negative $483 million. You can drag this cell to the next column, which will calculate the average of stockholders' equity for 2017. To make the presentation consistent, you see they present negative as parentheses here, but your calculation of average equity shows a negative sign beside the number. Okay, so let's adjust the presentation for the number. So click on this little arrow for number tab on your toolbar, and then here when you hit on number, and then you can select the presentation of negative value as the parentheses. Hit OK, and then the presentation becomes consistent. Now you can calculate ROEs of Dunkin' Donuts. Equal net income divided by average equity. Okay, and then you can drag this formula to the next column. So here are the ROEs of Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts.